Well, hello, good morning, and I hope that you are doing fine. So, yesterday we started doing LeetCode problems, and uh, it was related to arrays, and I filtered it further into two pointers. So, we were doing this two pointers problem, but well, for not for technical errors, but for human error, I just left over here, and the entire video was about background music. Anyway, I'm back and I will be continuing where I left off. So, so we were solving this problem, and it was I was stuck here. A j equals to 2. That is wrong. See, when you take a break and come back and see, you will find different aspect to your problem, and you will find every error you can find in there. So anyway, I was trying to eliminate any duplicates. So uh, two pointers, one is I and another is J. I will be the slow pointer and J will be the first pointer. And in here, I'm trying to find if there is any duplicate. Like this one is looping over all the numbers that are available. So for example, here 0 and 0, if they are not equal, then it will be skipping it and moving further. So what I need to do over here is not changing it, but changing the changing the let's see, if I do nums I plus plus equals to nums I plus plus equals to nums of j. If I do this nums I plus plus equals to j, if I do this if I do this, what will happen? I will just come out of the loop and return. Okay, I understood what the problem is. It is not k that I have to return. It's I. So instead of doing, what do I do? Should I keep it or remove it? Um, let's remove k. Instead, I will return I. So what's happening here is like this is the initial and the slow pointer, and this is the first pointer. The first pointer is looping over all the elements in the array and trying to find a match between these two pointers. If it found if it finds like 0 is not equals to 1, for instance, in the first one 0 and the 0, it will be 0 in the first, I will be 0 and j will be 1. We will find a match, but it will see that both of them are not, both of them are equal, so it will skip it, then move forward, then see that this one is similar to this one. So so which one is going to be changed? I hope so. Let's see, just run this one and see. uh Here it num of I plus plus. Let's just check pre increment and post increment in Java. Pre increment, the value is increased before it is used in the expression. Here it should be pre increment or post increment. It should be post increment. I guess I made a mistake. Let's see. Expected. Okay, my bad. I'm coming from Python, so it is obvious that I will be making some mistakes here and there. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Another problem, uh, nums dot length, method length, variable nums of type int, variable nums of type int, uh, cannot find symbol nums dot length, Java array length. Oh, it's not a method. Okay, wrong answer. Output one, expected one, two. Hmm, 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 hmm. It doesn't matter what you leave beyond the written K, hence they are underscore. Expects an array, but why did it say that written K? Consider the number of unique elements to be K. To accept, you need to change the array such that the first element K elements of nums contains the unique elements in the order they are present in nums initially. The remaining elements of the nums are important as well as the size of the nums. Okay, should I return K? Oh, sorry. I have to return the elements, but okay, we can do this. Let's send the nums and see what is in the output. Compile error increment cannot be converted to int. Incompatible types cannot be converted to int return nums. Yeah, that's why they said that you have to first improve your syntax errors before coming to lead code. How do I fix this? Didn't he say that I have to return the list? How do I return the list? Okay, not solution. Where is discussion? Where is discussion? Okay, here is discussion. Please don't post any solution in the discussion. Okay. They don't really want you to remove the duplicates. They want you to sort. And behind the scene, they slice the array at the length you give them, and the result of what of that is what they check. Just FYI, this shit drove me crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, written I, but okay, okay. This is the slice I'm giving them. So, nums, 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 nums. Compile error. I shit man. I plus plus. Wrong answer. What's the output? 2 expected until C C C C C C C C C C C C C C. Why is it 2? Why is it 2? And the output is 1 1 2 2. I have to check the second one. Second one output was 0 1 2 3 4. I made a mistake. Expected 4. Okay. Okay. Test case 1 gives 1. So the last element is missing. Last element. What is happening here? What is happening here? Which is 1. The problem is that when it reaches the last element, it is not registering it. Well, that's it, bro. I don't have to I don't have to waste so much time. Like I have so much problems to do and I don't want to waste every time on this one. So what's the missing part here to fix the problem? Like oh, but the problem rate could not represent just with the length of the duplicate. Like this one you fucking idiot. I would like to so why? Yes, I want to know why. Da. Difference increment. Okay, post increment was correct. I equals j equals to 9. Difference between increment I equals to 4. Set number equals to 4. Array different increment I equals to 4. I equals 4 unique first I plus of 5 elements. So the return value will be 5 if you return I instead of I plus 1 you can put so safely handle the same array. Okay, one more thing is this is my oi 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 going 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 something needs to be ignored over here. Ah, oh, Sorry for the interruption. When you're at home, you have to do things that you are told to do. Otherwise, you can understand the rest if you are an Indian. I don't know about others. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So, where were we? We just need to add +1 and we will get the correct answer. Okay, I was checking for if we have if we have is this is this solution correct or it can be improved. Is my solution correct? What am I writing with? Your English is so much. Algorithm is correct and optimal for LeetCode 26, but add an empty array card, add a small readability tweak. Why time often awesome, but your code returns 1 plus 1 code and then you will correct it for an empty. Oh, if num is equals to now length equals to 0, return 0, 90, 90, 90, clear that then. Okay, can handle that. So you're telling me that to write clean code and I have to remove this one and over here it will be I plus plus and okay I will remove this one as well and here I have to add if nums equals to null was this okay nums dot length equals to double equals to 0 return 0. Okay, we passed the test cases. That is good. That is good. That is good. Now or never. I want to do it, but I don't have the capabilities yet. Okay, now let's submit. Okay, one thing I'm missing is that I'm new to the code DSA itself. I just wrote the solution directly. What's the thought process and the proper procedure to solve this problem so that I can implement in future problems. I know you will skip this video. You will only watch it when the girl is writing the code, right? You are so up. I don't want to spell it for you, but you just know. Okay, the line is working fine, and it's already been 20 minutes, and no one is watching. Procedure for solving lead code problems: systematically understand the problem inputs or Sorted array num stars removed in place. Key first in array sorted extra space not allowed. Only of one extra. Reframe in simpler word. Sorted array means duplicate are next to each other. So think about brute force, remove duplicate by shifting elements or creating a new array that works but violates in place or use extra memory. Look for pattern and leverage constraints. Sorted duplicates are adjacent. That means if num say is not equal to num say, it's a new unique element. No need for nested loop. It's just one pass. Design the solution used to pointer I j was our last unique element scanning pointer. Nums if different, increment I and copy nums to nums. Confirm with example. Okay, work optimize the final one pass constraint. General strategy for future problem. Read carefully, simplify, brute force, leverage constraint, design step by step. We validate with examples, refine, code cleanly. So we are done with this. We have to submit it. I just hope that test cases passes because sometimes it doesn't. So okay, 80%, 1 millisecond. I don't want to look the solution over here because let's see. Okay, someone has written a good code, so that's why you will be watching me in the future as well, and I will show you why I don't see this many times because sometimes I just get so much irritated with the one line code they write at the bottom or at the top. Okay, public int remove duplicates for int read index. Oh, Joe, what the? It's just the two pointer, but they have used a different naming convention. Naming convention in the sense that the write index I took I and the read index I took J. They just use different naming. Anyway, let's move to the next topic, next problem actually. The problem, the problem, the problem, problem. Why is it so lagging? Come on, come on. The hell? Okay, here it is. So, so the filter is not here. We have to apply the filter as well. Let's do this. We will come over here. I hope the filter is still there. Okay, the filter is there. Lazy problems. What is these? Acceptance. Okay, acceptance. Remove element. We will do this and remove this tab because we are already done with that and the processing is too much lagging. My net is super okay. It's just that some sites are not working. Find this lately, like they are lagging. Okay, remove element, give an integer array, nums and an integer value, remove all operands of value in nums. In place, again, the order of the element, thumbs up, thumbs down. Wow, the thumbs down has been removed. In a video 4 years ago, I saw that if you have so many thumbs down, you just have to ignore this problem, but I think they have removed it so that everyone will be solving it without any partiality. Okay, given an integer enums and integer value, remove all occurrence value in nums. Okay, so remove all occurrence of value in nums. The order of element may change the return. The number of elements in numbers which are not equal to whole, consider the number of elements in which are not equal to whole to be key. Basically, you need to follow the instance versus the first elements of equal element which are not equal to 1. Remaining elements are not important. This is uh, give me the example 3, 2 to 3, value 3. So 3 is removed, output is 2. Your functions return k equals to 2 with between two elements of number being 2. Doesn't matter live beyond. So the simple solution is that I start with checking if nums equals to null. There is a null, right? Don't get me wrong that I'm just coming from Python and I don't know what right or wrong over here. Okay, and nums dot length double equals to 0. Then return 0 simply. Then we will start with int I equals to 0 and um, we'll just go directly to the for loop. Int j equals to 190. Sorry, j is less than nums dot length. It's not a method. Now j plus plus. Okay, after opening the loop, I want to um okay, we don't need a two pointer. We need actually a two pointer, and here, oh, sorry. Here I have to check if nums. Okay, no. Okay. Okay, so we will be starting from 0, and here we will check nums j is if nums j is equals double equals to 1, the target we are looking for, then we will we will um we will place the I. Okay, we have to remove the values. Nums of I equals to bum. The functions return k with the first two pointers element of in place. We have to remove the elements and change it. So in place nums of I equals to nums of j plus a, sorry, not j plus plus. No. I want to the nums of I just want to place the element in I with the nums of j plus 1 and increment the value of I, and after coming out of the loop I just wanted to return I plus 1. I hope this works. Compile it. Ah, okay, let's see. Missing return statement. Oh my God. What did I return over here? Value is 3. I was expecting that it is not sorted, but okay. Since the iron answers are the first key elements of a certain begin the elements which are not equals to. Do I need to change all the elements? What am I doing wrong? Publicant remove element. I think the implementation here is wrong. Okay, okay. If terms of j double equals to value, we want to remove that value. We just want to remove that value, but this is a two pointer. I just want to see what hint will you get. The problem statement clearly asks us to modify the array and place, and it also says that the element. Then there can be anything given an element. We need to remove all the occurrence of it from the array. We don't technically need to remove the element per se, right? Now we can remove all the occurrence of element to the end of array. Use two pointers. Shit. Okay, so here we can nums dot length minus 1 and int equals to nums of I. So we are basically taking a temporary value and swapping the variables. Okay, and after I swap the variables, nums j equals to m. This should work, right? No, 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 no. I is decreasing. I is decreasing. Do I need to use pen and paper for this problem? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I take an example. Give me an example. 3 3 2 will do. So 3 2 2 3. So in this list, first occurrence is 3. So what? Why? Work. The last occurrence is also 3. That's clearly a problem. It gave me a hint that I have to swap with the last. You can remove all the occurrence of the element to the end of the array. Use two pointers. Yeah, easy for you to say, but Okay. Yet another direction of thought is to consider the element to be moved as non-existence in a single pass. If we keep copying the visual element in place, then that should also solve the problem to us. If we keep copying the visible elements in place, the element to be removed as non-existence. Which another thought is to consider the element to be removed as non-existence in a single pass. If we keep copying the visual element in place, that should. Okay, discussion. Please don't. Okay, this is very poorly written question. Clarity is key in question where it goes back. I can understand lead code. It doesn't matter what you leave beyond the K. The input it is giving output a wrong answer, and when the question and answer is to it is expected to answer to. Now question is one of the worst question of the platform hands down. Say which is K. So like say so the hell these fucking questions. Lead code problem 27 uh, is really annoying and confusing. Here is my solution, but it's wrong as I don't understand the confusing question. Just find it yourself. I'm not giving you the question. What? Wrong approach? Use one of the two clean patterns I will show you. Simple stable solution, preserve order, use the right pointer. Okay, return 0, nums equals to 0, so return 0. I equals to 0, I less than I plus plus, not equals to, not equals to, if value not equals to nums k plus plus equals to nums preserve order. Okay, in place swap with and faster. Few non-value rights does not preserve order. Did it ask to preserve order? Remaining elements around are important. The hell? Okay, nums equals to num, n equals to nums, I equals to 0, while I is less than n. Nums of I move the last into. Okay, so here it is if it finds the value, move the last into I, shrink effective array. Just you wait. I will give the test. I will give the test case, and you will get annoyed. See here the uh, second solution won't work as the first and last element element are same. It works, huh? Hmm. How does it work? I equals to 0 and equals to 4 and nums of 0 equals to 3. Okay, that's the last one. Nums of 0 is 3. It's solved with 3. N is 3. I stays 0. Next I stays 0. Okay, I stays 0. I equals to 0. N equals to 3. Nums of 0 equals to 3. I is 0. N is 0. Nums of 0 is 3. Nums of 0. Nums of 0. Nums of 2. Fuck you. Where is the okay? N is the decrement. I stays the same. Hmm. Why? Where there is another two? Why is it? Why is there another two? Should I just drop these questions and move toward a better question? Like it's totally. I can speak the words over here. How is this happening? Like, what do I do? This is totally bad. I'm already stuck on the second problem and it's already been like how much? An hour? When did I started? How much time has it? Yep, 50 minutes. 50 minutes and I'm stuck on this problem. Why did it change? Okay, I will do it with my pen. 3223. So the implementation over here is that if nums of nums of I is double equals to value, change the nums of I to nums of n minus 1, n minus 1, and n minus minus, else I plus plus. So 3 equals to 2. So initially I equals to 0 and n equals to nums dot length. Okay, Java array length gives counting from 0 to 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's give. It gives the value with increment of 1, so we have to take n minus 1. So here n minus 1 is taken over here. N minus 1. Okay. It doesn't matter, right? If you give it here or above, the solution will be the same only. Okay, n minus 1. So first instance, it would have been great if I was using a pen tablet. Should I bring my pen tablet? Let's bring the pen tablet. We will do it more practically. Wait a second. I will come in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Oh, just need focus. 1 minute. I will come in a minute. I am back. So, anyone is there or not? Just need focus. Hi, Ritvik. Well, I'm not a girl, so I won't be pleasing you uh with a good tone. Anyway, I just bought my pen tablet, not bought. I was having it laying around. So where do I use this one? Scribble. Is this one? Oh no, I just not that. Oh my god, no, no. Whiteboard. I hope this works. Create new board. Okay, this one works fine. So E is for eraser and T is for pen. E is for eraser. Okay. So P is for pen. For changing colors, we have any shortcuts? No. So here is the deal. We have for our first test case, that is 3 2 2 Oh, 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 wow. E is for eraser. Let's remove this all. P is for pen. Okay. So we have our first test case, that is 3, 2, 2, 3, and initially the initially nums is the total length of this one, that will be 4, but we have to decrease it because in array it starts with 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the length is 3. We have our I, that is 0. So the algorithm over here is, can we just copy this one? Num, 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 num. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay. Now we have a better view. So here we have nums as 3. We have nums as 3 and I is 0. In our first iteration, we found that our value is the initial value is our targeted value was our targeted value was 3. So in the first iteration, I we saw that, let's write here nums and I, then here and okay, in our first iteration. Okay, I'm sorry. I know it's not nums, it's n. So in our first iteration, we have value I as 0 and n is 3. So so nums nums of I and nums of n, nums of I will be 3, nums of n will be 3. Nums of I is 3 and nums of n is 3. And we saw that our condition over here is that nums of I is double equals to value. We will change their position. So we will swap it with 3. So the value becomes, 3, 2, 2, 3. Then we will decrease our n over here. So we will decrease our n over here, and the next one will be, I will remain okay, wait, I will remain 0 and we have n as 2. Now nums of I is 3 and nums of n is 2. That's not a match. We will increase I now. I will be now 1 and nums is 2. Then then nums of I is 2 and nums of there should be a decrement. We in Okay, there wasn't a match, so uh n was increase and I was increased, I value increase, and n is the same. Nums of I is I, nums of n is 2. That's not a match. I will increase, n is still the same. That's still not a match, and I will increase again. And we saw that nums of 3, nums of I is now 3, and nums of n is now 2. We have to now swap the value, so it will be 2 2 3 3. So the array remains the same, and we are just removing them. That is that is that is how this works. Okay, I think this will do. I understood what the problem was, and now we will go to implement this. Okay, so we will remove the entire part, and we will start with 90 and equals to. I will try one thing. I will try that. Let's keep nums dot length -1 over here, because he was decreasing it in the later part. If it already decreased, why we do it? No, no. We have to keep it there. Okay. So for 90 I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, open braces. If oh no, we will use for loop, and I is less than n. Then we have to see the condition that if nums of I I will equals to nums of n, no, nums of value, when we want to swap it, num nums of I equals to nums of n, and then um, we will swap the value and increase. What do we do after we swap? After we swap, we will decrease n's value, and in the else statement we will increase the I value. After that we will return um, I. What are we returning? What were we returning? We were returning and just run the code. Compile error, cannot find symbol I equals to 0. Hmm. See, one more mistake. There is one more mistake I did over here, and that is we didn't check this condition. Like here, the condition is not satisfying, even then we process it. This is totally wrong. Anyway, let's submit this one. Merge sort. Okay, so many. Let's go to the next problem. Is there a way to clear all of it? Okay. Oh, I couldn't find how to clear this one. Sticking over text. Mm, if I reload it, come on, come on. It's still there. I think I downloaded a good one. Where are you? Where are you? Here. So I finally managed to get a whiteboard. Wait a second, let me just mention override duplicate whiteboard capture. Just a second, it's already there. It's already, yeah, here you go. So I managed to get the whiteboard. If only there was, if only there was a shortcut to change between the scenes. I know it's starting to get annoying, but switch to screen coding, starting, waiting, whiteboard. Okay, switch to scene. I will just do it manually. Forget about the hotkeys. Okay, whiteboard. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sitting. Just forget about it. I will check it later. So there is some problem in my um, background. Should I just delete this one? Windows, Word, okay, window, select window, whiteboard. Here you go. Now it's working. Anyway, we are back. Hmm. Okay. We are now back to work. It's 7 o'clock, past 7 o'clock. I have to feed my fishes, anything. So I will be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so where were we? We were um, we were moving on to the new problem. It was merge sorted array. Well, actually, I have solved it. Oh, oh my God. Okay, I have solved this in Python, and now I am going to solve it in Java. I guess I it's two pointer, right? And acceptance rate discussion. Okay, first I will just try doing it, and then only I will see the solution. Not solution, discussion. After discussion, I will see the solution. So merge sorted array given to integer array nums one, nums two, sorted in non-decreasing order. Okay, it's sorted, and two integer 7 represent the number of elements in non-municipal merge into a single array sorted in non-decreasing order. The final sorted arrays would not be returned by the function, but instead the sorted inside the nums array 1 to accommodate the unknown. So we have four variables over here, and we just need to sort it. That's really a task to deal with. Okay, so we will take 90 I equals to 0 and j equals to 0. M and N are sorted. Okay, so first let's say first we will take this one, and we will move to the whiteboard, and we'll paste it here. Much better, much better, much better. Okay, so we have two nums. So, oh, where is okay, so we have two nums, two length, and m is 3, Oh, it already has the size. It already has the size to place these values over here. Okay, good thing, good thing. Now the problem is that I have to do something about it. So I'm thinking that I have to take both the integer. If one is less than, we will place it over there. How are we going to do that? Mm-hmm. We have to, okay. So the thing we can understand from here is that nums1 has already the amount we need. Okay, this is really concerning. Like nums1 is 0, so it doesn't has anything. Okay, nums2 1, we have to add 1. Oh, if it was Python, I would have. Can you come up with algorithm which runs in O of n plus n time? I can come up with algorithm, but which loop? The problem will be it didn't say that I have to use in place, right? I can use any method. Ah, shit, shit. Which one? Which one? Nums one. It would be really easy if I can take another m plus n. It would be easy if I could take another temporary array. If I can take another temporary array, I will just keep adding it. Okay, here is one thought that I will keep adding the numbers uh, until a target is matched, right? There should be there should be there should be one loop. If I place two loops, it will get nested. I have to see others doing so, others solving this, because I am doing everything in the mind, and people won't be liking that. How do you do that then? Okay, I'm thinking that there is one loop, and inside that loop, this loop will work on nums1, and as I see that it has already um, the values, it has already uh, the value space for this one. So um, inside the loop, inside the loop, um, equals to 3. Nums1. One method I can think of is that using using another array, and in that array what we can do is uh, use a while to add both of them, but it's already of m plus n if we do that, and after that it's not sorted. So if we use another sorting, it will be another of and it depends on which sorting we will use. It could be log n if we use binary, it could be different if based on insertion or anything else, but this is this is our requirement over here is not this one. We just need n plus n. Delete, 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 delete. What is this? Oh, give me some idea. Anyone? People in the chat, give me some help. I will be back soon. Wait a second. What happened over here? What happened over here? Where is my writing? Microsoft Whiteboard, you are not working? Sorry, I'm really sorry because the whiteboard has some problem, I guess. Should I start it again? Let's try starting it again. Whiteboard, whiteboard. Nope. I think we cannot use the whiteboard Microsoft Word. It just doesn't show the things I want to show you. Well, I will try fixing this and um let's stop the chat for now and I will stop the live stream for now and I will go fresh up. Peace out.